Hello everybody, I'm Kid Caro, and welcome back to Dream Daddy. Last time we were on Dad Book. With, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna start, I'm gonna talk to Dracula, let's see. Listen to True Crime Podcast? Wait. If you had a coffin, a bat. Seriously, you know what? I'm gonna message you. I wanna chill with this guy. I seriously think he's a vampire. I'm gonna hook up with the vampire. Because, well, he's a vampire. Who doesn't want to live forever? I do. Do you? If you do, find a vampire. Hook up with a vampire. Unless he's one of those feral vampires and then, drains you. Dracula seems very interesting. A little odd, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him and get to know him a little better. I navigate to Dracula's Dad Book page and type out a message. Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang out some Tim. But he keeps typing and typing. Man, this guy, he's writing a novel. I'll leave the computer and make some coffee. And he's still typing. I sip my coffee and the computer finally dings. Whew. Caro, I must confess my excitement to be receiving your kind letter. For, as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask your forgiveness, however, as I did not believe our first meeting did not paint me in as gentlemanly manner as I would have liked. There is more. Oh my God. I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence for the afternoon tea and stroll around my garden. Should it please you, till then, adieu. Your humbled D. Bloodmarch. His last name is Bloodmarch. This guy, Dracula Bloodmarch. He's a vampire. You cannot tell me he's not. Come on. Hey, Amanda. Amanda pops out of her room. Her eyes a little puffy, almost as if she's been crying. Ooh. You okay?
I'm fine.
Yeah, sure. You're fine. You're just sniffling things. I'm fine. A bull. I just found out that the sisters have been wiring and singing for the last 3 months. Made up. What? Even the dirt was fake. Are you sure that's all that upset you? If there's, anything going on, I just want you to know I'm here for you. And I'll always be here for you. Whether you need a shoulder to cry on, or a strong dad to go kick somebody's butt, I'm only a phone call away. Thanks, Dad. I appreciate that. But I'm fine, really. Seriously, do I gotta bust some heads? I'm unconvinced, but I'll stop bogarting her about it. It's not even the word, but you know what? I'm gonna input the word because I don't care. Anyway, I'm sure she'll tell me when she's ready. Seriously, do I gotta bust someone's head? Crack some skulls. For the last time, Dad, I'm not popping your back pimples. No, can you interpret this for me? I turned the computer to Amanda, and she squints at Dracula's message. Just don't understand NetSpeak. This is how you kids communicate with each other now?
Yeah.
Oh, totally. Yeah, this is the hot thing. See that kids all over say lol and lamau or whatever, and decided that what they needed to do was bring it back to the 1800s. So what do I do? Where's your pen and quill? What? Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill? Dad, how will you address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming... I have a ball to attend to. Okay, now you're messing with me. Father, without the proper... I don't care. I've given up on reading. Kids, don't be like me. I gave up. Give down. That don't sound right. But I don't care. Anyway, my dowry. I'm not going to marry him. Well... So, you read Pride and Prejudice for school. One time, and now you're reciting things you know about. Bleh, you know about it back to me, aren't you? Like the first 5 pages when I read the review of the movie. I still got a B though. I've done that. What was it? Fahrenheit 451. I didn't even read the book. Great. So, what do I say to Dracula?
Yeah.
I got this. She reaches over and types. Sure thing, dude. Regards.
Yeah.
Curio. Well, I suppose that's that. Dude has gargoyles. Come on. He has an old-fashioned, like, knocker in the front that you, like, bang. Oh my god, come on. I make the short walk over to Dracula's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more of a manor. Estate? Gothic agriculture looms above the other homes in the cul-de-sac. Scratch my nose. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for the doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. I pull the large, ornately carved bat's head door knocker back, and a hollow sound echoes throughout the house as I strike it against the door. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. I am about to chill with Dracula. It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps into the foyer. Nothing the oil portraits of whom I assume is dead relatives hanging on the wall. That is, yep, okay. As I'm admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me. Hello? Silence, and the oil lamps in the corner flickers dimmingly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring straight at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Dracula? Caro, pleasure to have you in my home. I look up to see Dracula standing at the top of the majestic staircase with a walking candle holder. What's with the door slamming shut? Oh, sorry. There was a draft. And the door creaking open when I knocked? I accidentally left the door unlocked. And the creepy oil paintings? I like oil paintings. Right. Please, let me show you around. I trust him because he's wearing a cape. Any guy in a cape, you trust him. Think about it. You trust Superman, don't you? You trust Batman. What do they got? Capes. Dracula leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor sitting room. Why do you have a sitting room? What is the need for a sitting room? You can sit anywhere. You can sit on the floor. You can sit on a bed. You can sit outside next to the gargoyle and have a chat with your stone buddy. This is one of the older homes on the block, yes, but now nowhere near as old as it's not even agriculture. It's architecture might suggest. Though extensive I hate this. I seriously do. I have been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with the amenities of the modern dwelling. You have Wi-Fi? We walk past the door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and black parade poster. That's your son. Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era? That's Alucard's room. You know how rebellious teenagers are. Onward, onward. There's more to see. We reach for a door at the end of the hall that Dracula opens with a flush. With a floosh. And this is my library. It's rather nice, actually. Sunlight streams in from floor to ceiling arched windows. Wouldn't that kill you? The walls are lined with packed bookshelves, and even more books are scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Dracula is clearly really proud of this room. I actually would like to look at the butterflies and because I'm a science kind of guy, and I see a bunch of bugs tacked to the wall. I'm gonna look at them for a good 10-15 minutes. I walked up to the glass display of pinned bugs to the wall. It's pretty impressive. Means you had to have collected them all. I pinned them all myself. Maybe I should show you how sometime. I am concerned I will stick the pin right through my fingers. I have done that. Ah, the Pinner's Gambit. Is that a thing? No. You know, Caro, in the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought that more towdy novels would encourage youth into a life of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school. I'm going to look that up because I don't believe that. Actually, it does sound rather believable. I'm going to look it up anyway. I pulled out a book at random and examined the worn cover. Opening it, I turned to a random page and read out loud. Really? Naruto struggles against the chains that Sasuke has bound him with. Shirtless and out of breath, he looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants. Oh boy.
Oh my.
Okay, that's enough. Damien snaps the book shut. Snaps the book shut and puts it back onto the shelf. That's a rare book from my private collection. I walk to the window as I am greeted with a beautiful view of Dracula's backyard. It showcases the beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push-ups with his daughter on his back. Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand now. Damn. Did you know that Victorians spend at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of full-length windows? Wait, really? No. But Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. Please, will you join me for some tea? What kind? What flavor? Is it chai? I like chai. I follow Dracula to his sitting room. This is the sitting room. This is probably for, tea. It would be a living room, but it's called a sitting room, where finger foods have already been set out onto a beautiful tired silver tray. I take a seat on one of the high-backed chairs as Dracula pours and serves me some tea. I can't believe we're having a high tea. I never thought I'd get to do this. Dracula smiles to himself. What?
How delightful!
It's a common misconception that high tea refers to wealth or class of the people enjoying it, when in fact high refers to both later time of the day, high noon. Wait, where was I? Time of the day that its working class had enjoyed tea, and the height of the tables in which they are served. Oh. My dear friend, we're currently enjoying afternoon tea. High noon tea. That's informative. That's actually really cool. Like, if what you're saying is true, that's actually pretty awesome. Dracula takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. Yes, I like your cape. It is a cloak. Well, I mean, I knew that. It's not a cape, but a cloak. Anyway, but thank you. Victorian fashion is very important to me, as it is to me, which I actually do enjoy it. You pull it off quite well. Well, thank you. Regardless of my historical learnings, it is very important to me to present myself well. It takes a long time to come up with a style that is both true to form and representative of self, but I am very happy with how I dress. I do get some strange looks, yes, but it's something that brings a great deal of joy, so I don't mind. I know exactly what he means. Like, for instance, for me, I will go out into the streets dressed as a pirate because I like to. And I will get dirty looks, and you know what? I don't care, because it's fun. There you go. Message of the day. If it's fun, do it. That can be interpreted in many ways. Anyway, to be able to wake up in the morning, pick from my closet a variety of cloaks, waistcoats, top hats, and even binders that are period appropriate feels amazing. You wear top hats? You don't? I do, actually. What got you so interested in goth
How
stuff?
delightful.
Well, when I was a young boy, my father... Did he take you into the city? Sorry? Did you guys see a marching band? I'm afraid I don't understand. You're serious? Of course. But it's the song. Amanda made me listen to it. Seriously? I'd love to see a marching band. Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. What started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals. I could read the word taxidermied, and I got stumped on tattered. Seriously, what is wrong with me? Anyway, taxidermied animals grew into a sort of an obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who came before us, I think. As I agree. Why not go all the way? I like not dying when I catch a cold. Yeah, that's a good point. I can acknowledge that I can acknowledge that there were many very terrible things about the Victorian era. And to try to live a life that is strictly aligned with those ideals would be admittedly horrid. True. But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love it all the same. Tell me, Karo, do you have any hobbies? Oh man, do I? Well, I like doing YouTube. I make weapons. I game. I pace in circles a lot, thinking about absolutely nothing. Oh, and I drink coffee. Yep, drinking coffee's a hobby or an addiction. Either way, it's fine. Oh man, do I? I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about that stuff. Well, I'd love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about the things that they are passionate about is intriguing and quite honestly rather attractive. Please, tell me about your hobbies. Quick, sound sophisticated. I like watching soap making videos on the internet. I love me some word jumbles. I learned how to juggle once. Well, soap is an important advancement in modern society, getting rid of the germs and stuff. I would like to say that people who make soap are the true heroes here. To watch them work is an honor. I tried making some with Amanda once, and we both had to go to the doctors for rashes, which I guess shows how we should leave it to the professionals. We finished our tea and finger sandwiches. Come, I have one more thing to show you. Wow. Wow. Dracula takes me around to the back of his home, where there is a variety of flowers flourish in bloom, in beauty. God damn it. Flourish in beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves through it, and butterflies flit. Flit? Flit. It is the first time I've heard that word. Flit lazily through the air. I guess, what is that, like the past term or current term of flutter? I don't know. It's weird. My God, and it's beautiful. It is. It is amazing, dude. God. Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public, so lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings. Even more interesting, okay, this sounds like it's going to be important. Even more interesting is one flower could mean different things, depending on the other plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, as even the style of which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message. He leans down and plucks a gorgeous bright orange flower off a vine. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. The orange lily. What do you think it means? Okay, it's an orange lily. Lilies, I guess, are supposed to be, like, delicate, so a lion's... My loins are ablaze. It's probably not that. Thus art the tightness. 3 cheers for sweet revenge. I'm gonna go with the revenge thing, maybe? I don't think it's my loins are ablaze. The orange is actually... Yes! Because, yes, pure hatred. Well... And it's precisely why floral arrangements are so challenging. Why? What is your favorite type of flower? Snapdragons, honeysuckles, sunflowers. Well, I once grew a sunflower so big that its head got bigger than its stem and it actually collapsed under its own weight. True story. I don't think I've ever seen a snapdragon. I would say sunflowers, and I would think that sunflowers would be a good thing. I'm gonna say snapdragons because they're cute, and all you do is wear them, you squeeze them, so it's like they're talking. Snapdragons was a lovely choice. I would remember that when I put together a bouquet for you. He would put together a bouquet for me? Nobody's ever given me a bouquet before. I follow Dracula down the footpath and admire more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly, a phone rings. Oh, Kero, will you excuse me? Is that organ music? He pulls out a cell phone in the pocket in a low surprise. It's not a rowdy ringtone. Go for it. Dracula smiles and walks back into the house and takes a deep breath and enjoys the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. This makes me wish I had put a little more effort into that garden Amanda and I tried to start one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and immediately died. Wow. Oh, hey, a gargoyle. Oh no, I knocked over the gargoyle.
Fix that gar.
How do you just knock over a gargoyle? Okay. What is this? Like the head? Okay, that's the head. There you go.
Goal!
Yeah. Okay, spend less money than you make. I think that's just like a real life tip. Phew, that was close. Oh, here comes Dracula. He looks upset. Caro, my sincerest apologies to keep you waiting. There was an urgent matter that I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave. No problem, dude. Everything's alright? Dracula worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. Everything is perfectly fine, but it's Alucard. What's wrong? He appears to have, his teacher needs me to come into school post haste. Do you need help? Oh no, you don't have to. Let me come with you! Us dads gotta stick together.
Huh.
You're right. This is one of Alucard's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side. Let's go.
Oh.
Dracula and I walk into the school and are immediately greeted by anxious-looking
I don't
Hugo.
know.
Hey, Dracula, you're here in record time. I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend. Wow. Whatever it is, it doesn't seem like Hugo and Dracula's first time to the My Kids Are in Trouble rodeo.
Huh.
What is it this time? Well, Dracula, you have to see to believe. Dracula and I fall into step behind Hugo, who leads us through the busy corridors of the school. We pass several classes in session. I vigorously wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs. Oh boy. Watch your step. I can hear faint voices drifting from the basement, and it doesn't sound happy. As I lead into the depths of the school, I recall the antics I got into as an angry middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of the creepy basement. Oh, those two were delinquents. Anyway, crap. Thanks for coming. I couldn't make heads or tails of this. I look around to the scene of the crime and see a bunch of bricks and some mess. Whatever.
Huh.
What happened here? Ernest punched me. Alucard tried to kill me.
What?
The room falls silent. I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was trying to build a brick wall around you to see what would happen. He went the full Trump. Anyway, you promised me that you would wind down here. You tricked me.
Huh.
Whoa, wait a second, Alucard. You tried to cask of Amontillado? Ernest? I'm saying that wrong. Neither of you are confirming nor denying that. I'm neither confirming nor denying. I turned to Dracula and whispered him. What's the cask of blah blah blah? It's a classic Edgar Allan short story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down into his cellar with the promise of wine of a fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall. It's a lovely story. So wait, Alucard, you tried to do that to him? I was curious to see how it would turn out. I wasn't actually going to leave him here. What was the thought process here? That Ernest was just going to sit still while you slowly built a tomb around him? Well, it worked for like 20 minutes. He's an idiot. But then he realized that I lied to him about the wine. And you were cackling menacingly. It sort of tipped me off. Ernest, 20 minutes. Dad.
Sweet Manchego!
It took you 20 minutes. Son, we just had an entire 2 weeks unit on the cask of blah, 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 and it took you 20 minutes to realize Alucard was leading you into an elaborate ruse. Did you even read the story? I read the first 5 pages and read the review on the movie.
What?
It's only 5 pages long, and there is no movie. Yeah, you're right. I paid Alucard to read it for me. Actually, he didn't even pay me, so when you think about it, it was me teaching him a lesson. That's funny. Jekyll and Hugo both have their heads in their hands. You guys are really telling me engage in literature, and I do, and I don't see the problem here. Alright, I'm filing this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was again. You two are both suspended for a week. Ernest and Alucard high five. The teachers start to stomp up the stairs. Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son and Mr. Bloodmarch. Take your son home, Mr. Bloodmarch, you two. Thank you for your meditation. Probably reading it wrong. I don't care. Anyway, we all head up the stairs out of the school in tense silence. Alucard, Jekyll, and I pile into my car and begin to drive home. Alucard immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window angrily. I'm not going to therapy again.
Ah.
I know, son. It's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I care about you, and I can see that you're struggling. So, if you decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too. Maybe you can spend the next week looking for a summer job, I know how much you want to own a car. I can't believe Jekyll is keeping his cool. I'm impressed. Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard. I love you, son. Alucard continues staring out the window. I love you too. We spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. The moment we pull to the driveway, Alucard hops out the car and slams the door and runs inside.
Oh.
I didn't expect to have the conversation in front of you, and he and I have a lot we need to work out. It's all right. And all things considered, Alucard's bricklaying was pretty good, so there's your silver lining. There is that, yes. I really admire how you handled that. You do a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have. I just want what's best for him, and I don't think yelling at him would do either of us any favors. It really does. You're a good dad. What was that? See you around. It would be my honor and my pleasure. He bows with flourish. Classy. I come home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket watching TV. I plop down next to her. Yo. What you watching? Tiny House Hunting Brothers Extreme Edition. I hate this show. The couple on TV the couple on screen bikers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The Tiny House Hunting Brothers watch them with bemused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling. I told you I wanted a two-bed, two-bath, shabby chic cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom. But honey, the outhouse is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad. I'm not pooping outside, Greg. Why don't they just get a regular-sized house? I don't know. How'd this afternoon's tea go? It was strange. We had to go to school and hook up Alucard since he lured Ernest down into the cellar and promised him fine vintage and tried to brick him into the wall, right? How did you know that? Has everyone read this story except for me? Alucard live streamed the entire thing. Wow, this entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Dracula guy's a character, but he's really good company. And a surprisingly diplomatic dad. I dig his style. You know what? Me too. Deal! Don't know what this word is. Ajamasaba.
That was a phenomenal date.
Your voice is so alluring. My lord. Ha! The achievement's called Interview with a Vampire. That's funny. Okay. I'm gonna end the video here. If you like the video, leave a like, leave a comment. Subscribe if you want more. In the next one, I'll probably go on another date with Dracula. Hero out.